Today is March 29th, 2025, and I think the hardest part for me about relationships is perhaps the boredom that happens within the smaller parts of the day. The moments where there's no big romance moments that are happening, the moments where it's very complacent and it hurts. It hurts because I've always thought to myself that I could probably supply that Romeo and Juliet level love, but that was not really love. It was teenage angst. It was people not knowing what it meant to truly be encapsulated with another person. And you could want to do all these amazing things, picnics, planning out dates, planning out romantic outings. You could get a bouquet of flowers, but that costs money. And I think just having the ability to have a car or maybe having the ability to live is a lot more direct in that capacity. I never really learned how to cook that well. I'm really good at making breakfast foods, and that's something I want to work on deeper inside of my life more than anything. I would love to learn how to make more precise dishes. That would be fun for me. I would enjoy that a lot. My brain gets scattered all the time, and it's not some act, it's not some bit, it's not a thing I can turn off. It just gets put everywhere as if I'm always bouncing and scattered everywhere. When I think of a random thought or have something go inside of my mind, that's how I feel. I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know. I'm scared because I do know and I act like I don't know at the same exact time. I'm scared because while I'm building myself up, I'm actively destroying myself in a combination of contradiction. But I guess that's the nature of people. People often want to have a deep connection to other people, but they don't want to get too invested. And I think I've reached a point where I don't have any deeper parts of my soul or life. I rarely get invited as the best man or the groom or anything of that variety. I don't have a best friend. When I did get invited as a best man, it was very random and sporadic. I considered the person my friend, but I had met the person 3 weeks ago, and he just didn't have any friends, same as me. Age isn't really a quantifier of how far you should be in life. My mother just started college. She just started again for the fifth time, and I have 3 college degrees. She just started again, and she needed my help figuring out the internet password. She has a house, and I don't. It doesn't really quantify where you should be in life. It's difficult to say where you're supposed to be in life because nobody knows actually where you're supposed to be in life. There's no age where things make sense because 0 to 18, I didn't really have control over what I was doing at all. I didn't have big control. The only thing I had was just me. All I had was my ability to follow directions from my parents, and they got divorced, and that ruined a large part of what I operated with. It felt strange to see them get divorced, despite the fact that I was the cause of everything. I made a kick account in order to get my dad caught for texting a child because my dad would verbally abuse my mom and beat her, and she was too kind to leave. She needed to see something that would push her over the edge, and so I had to do that for her, and that was tragic. It was a whole outfall, it was an outpour of nonsense. It felt garbage, it felt trash. I didn't like doing that, but it made me have two homes, and I started living in between Detroit and Toledo, and that was a big part of me growing up. My older brother CJ, he didn't get the opportunity to graduate on time because my father, he would lock him out of the house. And I think about that a lot. I think about the selfishness of my father. I think about how selfish I am as a human being. I think about how I want to be the opposite of my father, but I have all of his characteristics. I have his mannerisms. I have his subtle quips. I have what he is. It's so strange how you could not know somebody and how they operated growing up, but still know how they were as a person. It feels odd to see that happen with another person. It feels strange. It feels strange to want to adopt different parts of another person into yourself. I feel like nothing is original, but we're wholly original because of that, because we're just combinations of every single person we meet into a cavalcade of what we become in the future. And it feels odd. It feels very strange to have this be the reality that I live in now, where I'm having to accept that this is all absurd. And I think the pursuit of meaning in your early 20s is very important, to realize that you're muggling through, to not have any direction, to be clueless. And the cluelessness, the uncomfortable nature of what you feel, that is how you grow. And if you can get past that, if you can be uncomfortable and then learn to be comfortable, you can turn to be a really good adult. But I don't know what it means to be an adult anymore because a lot of people consider me childish.
and they say, I wish I had your childlike energy. I wish I was as fun as you, as wild as you, as free as you. Am I free, or am I just enjoying life? I don't know if everybody's enjoying life as much as me. That's the worst part. I thought people would just enjoy life. I thought people stretch in the morning. I assumed everybody stretched in the morning. I stretched every morning. I thought everybody did that, but people don't do that. They complain about their body hurting, and people say, "Oh, when you're 30, you're gonna realize your body's gonna hurt." I don't drink. I don't smoke. I never have drank. I never have smoked in my entire life. I never will. Never have. Never done a single drug ever. People think I do drugs because of the way I speak, the way that I operate. I just am fun. I just like enjoying life, and it scares me that people often look at me and they say, "Oh, you look like you're on some type of substance. You're on something. How do I get like you? I gotta smoke to be with you. I gotta be high to listen to you speak. I gotta get drunk to listen to you speak." That's disheartening, to tell me that you need something to be yourself. You need something to be free. You need something to allow you to be free. You should be free by yourself. You should always be free. I don't know how to make people be free. I never have, and I never will. And I want people to be more free. I want people to jump. I want people to sing. I want people to dance. I want people to be active. I want people to have the energy they had when they were growing up. But I guess the pressures of a real job drains that a lot of people. When I worked a factory job, I was so energetic. I was very happy to be there. I made money just working at a very dead end job where the chance for growth was there. It was Amazon. You could work in stow, you can work in pick, you can work in pack, you can work in decant, you could work so many different places. It was everywhere. But the biggest issue about that job was that everybody around you complained so much. They said, "Oh, this job sucks. It was garbage. Oh, this is ass. This is the worst job I've ever had in my life." And I never felt that. I never felt that sting of cold corporate America hitting down on my chest. I never felt that when I worked at McDonald's. I never felt that when I was a server. I didn't care if people tipped me. I didn't care about that. I didn't complain that much. A lot of people love to complain as if misery bonds us and brings us together. I never really felt that in my whole chest and soul. I never really understood why people wanted to feel like that. I want people to feel better. I want people to feel kinder. I want people to feel like they belong here. And I don't know how people are going to feel like they belong here. A lot of people don't wash their sheets for some odd reason. It's important to wash your sheets. Apparently, you have to do it once a week. That's a lot. It's a lot of time to wash your sheets, but there's a lot of dead skin that gets on your body from clothes. A lot of people don't wash correctly. A lot of people don't brush their teeth either. I'm not that big on brushing my teeth. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I try to get my gums right nowadays because I have these braces things inside of my mouth, and they've been agitating me deeply. But a lot of people don't brush their teeth. A lot of people don't cook at home. A lot of people eat out more than often, and I feel like we're getting more regulated and streamlined as a society. I took an Uber today because all the Lime scooters were down in Detroit because construction was going on and the Lime scooters gave up and they didn't work. So we took an Uber and I was just watching him look at the phone screen, and it felt so mechanical. There was no interaction. There was no conversation. There was nothing. It didn't feel like a real interaction. It felt like I could just have an AI robot do this. Didn't they have recently AI cars? I wonder how I'll look in this video back in the day when we're talking about this and saying all these things in that capacity. I don't know if I'm going to release this video ever. I do these often. I talk to myself often a lot. I might release these one of these days. But it's really scary. I've been shivering a lot recently. I feel very content when I am under extreme pressure when it comes to the shower. I feel very content when I am watching myself. I feel as if the best way to get my expressions out and to talk about my emotions is to film them and record them. I've been doing this for years. When I was younger, I would record myself just speaking to myself. I didn't write things down. It felt extra to write everything down. I feel as though I'm losing some small pieces of myself because I have schizoaffective disorder, and I feel like I'm going to forget all these things later. I'm going to forget what I am as life goes on, and I'm going to lose some pieces of myself as I dirge into the psychosis and insanity that is my life. And I've been trying my best to stay mentally stable, but it gets harder every day. It's exponentially worse. It's not as if it's getting small bits and pieces worse. It's exponentially worse each and every moment of the day. And I cry. I cry a lot. I cry so often. I cry loudly. I cry violently, to the point where my throat hurts and my eyes go red and my ears ring and I have a headache and it hurts and there's snot running down my nose. And it's so freeing to do that. it hurts because I know that I may not have this level of control of my mind or myself for so long. I may not have it. I may not have these moments where I can have realization or clarity or be able to speak. And this takes such an extended effort. This isn't a talent. This is hard work. This is tough. It takes so much work to get a sentence out all the time because I hear so many things all the time, all day. And there's no moment where it takes a break or a dip or dives off. It's loud all the time. All the time. It's so loud. And it hurts. It hurts my chest. It hurts my head. And I work out. And I try to feel good. And I eat right. And sometimes it doesn't work. But I still do it. Because it helps a little. It helps a little. And I hear one of my friends, he was complaining to me. He said, oh, my body hurts. I feel like trash. I feel like garbage. And he's 24. He's been drinking since he was 15. And he's just smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. And it's starting to catch up with him. Starting to catch up. Through all these years, starting to catch up with you. And it happens. What you've been doing to your body, the mushrooms and all this stuff. And people saying, oh, psychedelics, they open your mind and open your brain. You sound like you've done psychedelics. You sound like you have a deeper understanding of the world. I've never done anything in my entire life. I don't have a deeper understanding of the world. I'm just here. I don't allow something to make things easier for me. I don't want things to be easy. I hate when things are easy. I hate when people want a way out. I don't want you to suffer, but I want you to get stronger from the pain you feel. I feel like people would do better if they got stronger from the pain they felt as opposed to trying to ignore it and lock it away and put it in some box. A lot of guys I know don't express their emotions. A lot of women I know want guys to express their emotions but use that against them later when things get bad. I have a friend who is non-binary and they were with somebody who turned into a trans woman. And their biggest concern was, oh, I hope her dick works. That was the biggest concern. That was it. Wasn't worried about their vocal training. Wasn't worried about anything else. And I don't think my friend is a bad person, but people are often tell me, they say, oh, your friend's a bad person because they didn't care about the journey, the experience. Yeah, but that's like changing the entire person and you didn't decide to date the person when they were trans. And some people date for body parts, and that's a preference. Some people date because they want dick. Some people date because they want pussy. Welcome to the real world. That's how it happens. It's real. That's just real. Some people won't date me because I'm black or because I'm 5'5". I'm 5'5", dude. I'm a short dude. 5'6" on a good day with shoes. I never was concerned about my height. I never understood how height could be a big contributor factor about how people date. I never got it. I never understood it. It didn't make any sense to me. I didn't know why that happened. I didn't know why people thought that was the big hoopla that it really was. It just felt stupid. I understood appearances, obviously, and nowadays nobody can be ugly. Oh, it's so stupid. Nobody can be ugly. Every time I say someone's ugly, someone says, "Oh, that's your opinion. That's your preference. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder." I've never held bees in my life. I'm sick of this game. So stupid, so dumb to have this thought process, this idiocy, this lunacy. People can be ugly. People are allowed to be ugly. You can have somebody be ugly. It's okay. Like some people are ugly on the inside. Shut up. Just shut up. You're stupid. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's so dumb. So dumb. Just say someone's ugly. Someone can be objectively ugly to somebody. But it's all subjective. Somebody can find them really attractive. Not everyone. Some people are conventionally attractive. You hang out with more people. I hang out with people that are attractive. I hang out with more people that look better. I hang out with people. I have an issue. I have visual agnosia. And I don't know how to describe this to anybody I ever meet besides telling them that I can't see their face. But it's a bit more complicated than that. But the best way I can describe it is that I can't see their face in the correct way. It's just people look different than what they actually are to me. I can see a picture of you and get your entire facial structure down. But same way as waking up from a dream, if I see you in person, that image goes out of my mind. And if I put the picture next to you, it looks like two different people. It's so bad. Ugh. I hate getting sick. I hate getting sick. I hate getting sick. It makes me feel like trash. My nose is stuffed all the time. It's all the time. And because of these things on my mouth is dry. No one ever tells you when you get Invisalign or Motto or even braces, you begin to produce an incredulous amount of saliva that makes your speech really difficult. So I'm practicing this. And I practice speech every day. It's something I have to do. But man, is it so hard to get through this. It's difficult. Cereal is dessert. Cereal is just dessert. I don't know why people consider it breakfast food. I don't know who thought that eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the morning and Raisin Bran, which has 20 grams of sugar per bowl. And that's the thing about serving sizes. Each serving size is very different. Even this water bottle, this doesn't even have serving sizes on it. It's a good water. It's good. Some people don't drink water. Don't know why that is. Don't know why people don't drink water. It's 60% of your body is very important to drink water. I'm not sure why people don't drink water. That's an odd thing not to drink. Feels like an insane thing not to do. Feels odd to do that. To say to yourself, yeah, I'm not going to drink water. Yeah, I'm just going to give up on that. Feels dumb. Feels really, really dumb. Feels like you don't care about your body. And I keep witnessing people not care about their bodies, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, and telling me I'm stupid. Telling me I'm stupid for not drinking alcohol. That's so dumb. They say, "Oh, you're lying. You drink alcohol. You drank before." And then people try to peer pressure me into drinking, and I have to insult them afterwards. I have to genuinely insult them to get them to me stop drinking. I usually say you're a coward for drinking or something of that variety, because that's the only thing that works. I can't have a reasonable conversation. They say, "How do you have fun if you don't drink?" I'm better than you, is what I say. I'm better than you. That's how I have fun. I can dance. I'll dance right now. I'll go dance out there. I'm not going to feel embarrassed or scared or anxious because I'm better than you. Because I got past my uncomfortable feeling and felt comfortable in it. That's how. I grew up. I grew up by growing down. I humbled myself to know that not everybody is focusing on me. I don't care about the opinions of others because they're all scared just like you, and that's why they're drinking, to be a person. It's gross. I don't need this. I don't need this worthless shit. Stupid. So dumb. So dumb to do psychedelics. So dumb. You're melting your brain. You're frying your synapses for what? To get a moment, a single moment of instant gratification to feel good about yourself? That's why you do uppers and downers and shit like that to feel good? So worthless. So stupid. So idiotic. So asinine to do these worthless things. Why? What do you gain? Fun for a moment and then you ruin your body for the rest of your life? Fuck up your kidneys? For what? That's why you drink? So stupid. So really, really dumb. It hurts me. It hurts me to see people at bars every weekend wasting so much money buying up that tab, destroying their bodies, annihilating them, creating kidney stones, creating divots in their soul, in their lives, annihilating them. It scares me so much that people allow this to happen so often. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be part of this species. It doesn't. And people want to relate to me so bad. They want to relate to me so bad. They say, I don't drink often. I don't drink. So we're different now. Well, I want to relate to you. You don't have to relate to everybody. We can be different. We can be juxtaposed. It's okay to be two different things. You don't have to. Fuck, you don't have to be like me. It's not a requirement. It's not. You can just be your own person. You can just be somebody else. It's fine. I don't want you to be like me. I don't want to be compared to anybody either. I hate being compared to people. Big issue with people is that they compare themselves to everybody else. Oh, this guy at 21, he has this. This guy at 25, I should have a car. At 32, I should have this and that. Who gives a fuck what everybody else is doing? If you're taking more time to do something, take as much time as you need. It's not a race. It's not a fucking race. Who gives a damn? Who cares? I don't. So stupid. So dumb. I'm going to bed now.